Hey, I'm Dallas, and I'm delusional. What is delusion maxing? Well, simply put, it's maximizing your own delusion in order to create belief in yourself and aid in manifestation. Think about it. What does the word delusion actually mean? Like, illusion as in illusion, and as in like deconstruct, because you're deconstructing the illusions. You're in a delusion. It's not a shared, it's not an accepted illusion. But the thing is that everyone is actually delusional, okay? There's no such thing as people being 100% in reality at all times, because the thing is, we also live in different realities, you understand? But if you understand this, you can understand that delusions can be helpful to you. Delusional is somehow beneficial in certain situations. For example, let's say you're a soldier in a huge battle where your chances of survival are slim to none. The only chance that you might have in metaphysically aiding yourself is being completely delusional in your belief. Completely delusional. You believe nothing but the fact that you will survive, that God is watching over you specifically, and that you are going to succeed in this battle. You see, part of what creating helpful delusions is about is using your imagination to create something that doesn't already exist. Because everything comes in the form of idea and thought before it's manifested in the physical. Pretending makes practice. Pretending is practice, and practice makes perfect. This is why they say fake it till you make it. You see, no one was just born rich. Well, some people, many people were not, but okay, understand this. No one was just born a successful, well-adapted person. No one was just born the best actor in the world, generally, right? Like, you had to work at it, but you couldn't get there unless you believed in yourself. You couldn't become successful at your grandiose dreams unless you're delusional about it. Understand? I like to take the example of Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, he to me is a very good example of how delusions can help you. How many people, would just look at another country and say, like, that's the place that I need to be. I know that that's where I was always meant to be, and I'm going to go there and be successful. Most people would think you're delusional. Oh, what, you're just going to up and leave? You're going to leave your birthplace and go to somewhere where you have nothing guaranteed for you? You would have to be crazy to think something like that was going to work. And that's exactly the point. Here's Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm going to move to America and become the best bodybuilder of all time. And everyone's like, how? What? No. Bodybuilders weren't even that famous back then. They weren't even making money hardly before his time. What a stupid idea. And then he did it. And then all of a sudden, he decides, I'm going to be one of the biggest actors in Hollywood ever. And everyone's like, bro, you can't even speak English. You sound ridiculous. And you're a juice head. You're like the least versatile actor possible. And somehow he goes and he becomes one of the greatest action stars of all time. Arguably, it doesn't matter whether you like him or not. The point is he picked his path. He was delusional in his goals and his belief for himself, and he succeeded in it. Now think about that. How can you apply that, to your life? The thing about being delusional is, though, you need to pick, of course, beneficial delusions. Because if you don't, well then you are just being crazy and it's not being helpful. You see, the thing is it's not a crazy idea to use delusional thinking for manifestation, especially considering the fact that most of our society is based on shared delusions. Not necessarily everything that we believe about the way the world works is true, and most of it has to do with belief systems, most of which are disconnected from reality. You could say they're a delusion. They're not actually 100% true, but they're shared delusions and they're useful. If there was no such thing as shared delusions, well, there wouldn't be things like war in the first place. And obviously, that's a bad delusion. That's something that you don't want. Oh, God. Oh! It's way too cold out here right now, okay? There was once this great psychologist or philosopher. I can't remember the quote, but paraphrasing, he basically said that mental health is an agreed upon neuroses, or rather, mental care is just making someone adapt to the common neuroses. In other words, a lot of people that are crazy are not actually crazy. They just don't believe the same things that everyone believes. But do you think that people that stand out, people that are successful, people that achieve their dreams, people that make a big difference, do you think they believe what everyone else believes? Obviously not, because if they did, then nothing would change. They wouldn't be revolutionary thinkers or whatever. The point is, just the delusion, max it, baby. Pick your delusion. Find your dream. Believe in yourself. Take it as far as you can go. Stay delusional. Okay, for real. Peace.